Welcome back. I just have a little bit of metal work to finish up on the roof. So I got to wrap up the last 2 sheets on the end on both sides, which I'll have to get a little creative for that because I can't stand on the roof because of the pitch. And then I've started going with the ridge cap here, so I got a little bit more to finish up there as well. Okay, the ridge cap's on all the way to the end, but we're getting ready to do these last 2 sheets. So we're gonna tie off to this tree, throw it over the ridge cap so I can hold on to the rope while I finish tacking on that last sheet. Because now I can't stand on the 2x4 strappings. You know, that kind of makes a nice ladder. But these last ones, I won't be able to do that. So we'll have to tie off and hope we don't fall off the roof. It's always nice getting these last sheets on because then I'm never going up on this roof again. Kicking my drill off here. Oh yeah. So really it's just kind of there for stability. Baby. Feels good to be off the roof. Not going back up there. Wood stove pipes going out the wall. I'm never going up there again. Well, I got all the metal on and the ridge cap on, so I am never going up on the roof ever again. Or at least not anytime soon. But this is a big deal having the metal on. I'm not really a huge fan of heights, and yeah, it's just not fun doing the metal. It's my least favorite part of the whole build, but it's pretty important to have a roof. So you got to do it. But now it's going to be really nice because everything else, for a while anyways, is going to be interior work. So I'm out of the rain, so the weather can kind of do whatever it wants and I'll be covered. So that's going to be nice. I don't have to worry about falling off the roof and trying to balance and all that. It'll be nice to work on a flat, level surface and frame up some interior rooms and do some wiring and stuff. So now I'm going to frame up our interior rooms. I'm going to start with our back bedroom. So this back bedroom will be 10 foot by 16 foot. It's just a wall that goes the full length of the cabin. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And then we'll frame up the bathroom wall. And now that we got the ceiling joists all on, rafters on, roof on, all these bracelets can come off. They're not doing anything anymore. is why it's nice to have the roof on, because now we're not working in this stuff, and that stuff isn't getting inside my house here. That joist.
All the plumbing will be in that 2x6 wall versus the outside wall.
Oh.
So that's my deal.
I think that's a start, right? So the bedroom wall is done, and now we're gonna frame up the bathroom. I had talked earlier about doing a bathroom and then a pantry, but after talking with Sierra a bunch, we decided to just do a bigger bathroom. She's still gonna have a little pantry, but it won't be our original layout that we were talking about. So the bigger bathroom will be able to fit bathtub, vanity, toilet, washer, dryer in there. And then instead of having the pantry over here, it'll just give us a bigger hallway to enter the living room. And because the bathroom will extend further this way, there'll be more kitchen space with this wall. So all my interior walls, the double top plate lands on a ceiling joist, which will support the loft floor. So I nail it through the wall and then up, well, I guess down the ceiling joist into the top plate. Extra nails in here because, you know, got a son Stanley, so if he's anything like me, him and his buddies will be tossing each other into these walls, so you want them good and solid. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the Gable studs. I don't have my sheathing for it though, but we'll be able to get the studs up, and then next video I'll have it sheeted and we'll be closed up. Nice thing about the 12-12 pitch, like I was saying, the rafters, 45-degree angles, so Gable studs, 45-degree angles, nice and simple. Got the front done, now I'll head to the back side. Well, it was a successful couple days here. We got interior rooms framed up. The metal is done. That's the big thing because we're out of the rain now. It's been tested. We had some pretty good showers overnight. No leaks, so feeling pretty good about that. We got the Gable studs up, so those are ready to be closed in. And then, yeah, we're closed up. Not quite dried in. I always consider dried in, you know, everything sheeted, windows, doors, caulking. I consider that dried in. So I'd say a few more days and we'll be dried in and then we can start insulating this thing. Give you a quick little rundown. So this will be the kitchen area here. So kitchen will wrap around in a U shape. We'll have kind of a, Sierra wants like a kitchen island that will double as a dinner table as well. It'll be on wheels so it can be moved, but it'll be kind of food prep and then will also be our dinner table. Here on the left will be kind of a little closet to kick off boots, hang jackets up. Then we got this big hallway now. This is a 6 foot wide hallway, so kind of nice, makes it feel more open, you know, when you're coming in like to the living room. So I don't know what we'll do here. Sierra can kind of decide what she wants. It'd be kind of a nice little spot to decorate, put a little nook. This will be the bathroom, which will have washer, dryer, toilet, bathtub, and vanity. And it'll all fit in here. It looks small right now, but I have a layout. But I am gonna have to move this door over this way a little bit to accommodate for the washer and dryer. Those will be stackable, so they won't take up too much room. This will be our living room. So the kitchen and living room are both 12 foot by 16 foot. So decent size. And then our back bedroom is 10 foot by 16. So for the stairs going up into the loft, I'm thinking about putting them right here, but you'll kind of come up and then turn, so that way it'll make them a little less steep. But there'll be real stairs that, you know, anybody can walk up. And then I'll have all this for seating, so kind of a nice little living room area. Back in our room, we'll have a little, kind of a little mech room. It'll just be, you know, a panel, electrical panel, solar batteries. Doesn't need to be real big. So that's gonna be the plan. And then to support these ceiling joists, that's what all this lumber is right here. These are gonna be the beams, which will go across our bedroom and the living room and the kitchen, which will support the ceiling joists the rest of the way. And I'm kind of doing that unique. I've never seen it done that way, but the way it will be, there will be no vertical posts. So they'll be supported inside the wall. Also on the gables on each end, there will be windows. You know, so I do have 2 windows lined up right here that we're getting from somebody we know. I'm buying them off of them. And then we'll have a couple windows here, a window in the bathroom, a couple in the living room, a couple in the back bedroom. So as far as the pricing goes, you know, the first few videos I did total cost at the end of the videos. The receipts are kind of starting to stack up now, so it's hard to keep up with, but I will do, once I get this dried in, so once I sheet the gables, do the windows, doors, which will be a couple videos away. Then I'll do the total price because it'll take me a little while to add everything up now. So we're rolling along. Next video I'll have the gables closed up. Be nice to get some windows in too. But yeah, I'll get those beams in that will support the ceiling joists, kind of some interior work. We're real close to having this thing closed up and ready for wiring, a little bit of plumbing and insulating. But that's gonna do it for this video. I appreciate you watching and I'll see you soon.